And welcome back to the channel, guys. Here today, we'll start this episode off with an NL Central matchup here between Chicago and New Orleans. Now, New Orleans Kings, going into this season, for me, they are a rebuilding team, but right now they're starting out the season pretty well here with a 14-11 record. I don't think it's gonna keep up, honestly. I do not really like this team. I think this team is, they're going into a rebuild here, so we'll see what happens. But they were playing Chicago here in this one today. That was a home run right there by Chicago. As the Blue Sox really starting out the season well, 17-6 to start the year. And Chicago, one of the best teams in baseball, maybe the best team in the National League. And it's Carlos Correa there, sending a ball, line drive, and it is going to get into the outfield for a base hit. So this is going to be the last episode before we hit the end of the month here, in the first month of the season, and we will go over stats and everything when this first month is over. But we'll see how good this New Orleans Kings team keeps up their good start to the season here, as yeah, they're really exceeding any expectations that I had of them here going into the year. But I think it's maybe a case of that. I think they will cool down as the season goes on. But today we're going to really show off Logan Webb. Look at the start that he's had this year. A .64 ERA in his first 4 starts. He's only given up like 1 or 2 runs to start the season here in his first 4 starts. He has been unbelievable. He's been excellent. And so here he is against the New Orleans Kings lineup. Let's see what he does here in this ball game. So again, Chicago 17-6. First in the National League Central right now, and one of the best records in baseball. So we go 2 out here in the bottom of the first inning, and here's the rookie Sam Escobar, who has not really started out the season all that great, only batting .219 to start the year. So let's see what happens here in this at-bat on an 0-2 pitch. It is a ground ball. There's Correa at short, who picks it up and fires to first base to get the out and to end the inning there. So Logan Webb getting through that first inning without any issues, and getting through that first inning completely scoreless. Here, nothing, no score. We go to the bottom of the second here, 2-0 Chicago right now with an early lead, as that's ball 4 way in the dirt by Logan Webb. So he gives up a base runner here, as now we have Oscar Mercado, who just played for New York last year and made it to the World Series. He has been alright for this team, as he sends a line drive into the outfield for a base hit. So that's a good hit there for Mercado, and a good start to the inning for New Orleans, who have got 2 men on here and nobody out. So here we now have J.D. Davis on an 0-2 pitch to him. Is a swing and a miss. That is a first strikeout for Logan Webb here tonight, as that is a beautiful pitch. I am a little bit stuffy today, so if you kind of, you can kind of hear it in my voice a little bit probably. I was a lot worse yesterday, but I'm definitely still kind of stuffy right now. So, we'll see. But that's kind of why my voice doesn't sound that great right now. Now, Joey Barton here, up, and he swings. He sends a ball deep into left field, and that is gone. A 3-run home run for Joey Bart, who is having an excellent start to the season. He's a guy that is a top prospect in real life and just has not lived up to any sort of hype at all in this franchise. But now, this year, he has had a great start to the season this season for Joey Bart, and waving the ball fair there. What a beautiful swing, 442 feet. That ball was absolutely crushed. No doubt home run. And now 3-2 New Orleans Kings on top now. So that's a strikeout to end the inning of the pitcher, David Peterson. But Logan Webb gives up a home run there. And I don't know if he gave up, as he might have given up in that one swing, more runs than he had given up all season long right there with that home run. So now we go top 3. Juan Soto up, and he would send a ball driven into the gap there. Left fielder gonna have to race all the way over and get it for a double for Juan Soto, who's, of course, starting out the season really hot. this year. That's his 7th double of the year, and he has started this season with an 11-game hitting streak now. So a good little streak right now for him. Now the next batter will fly it deep into left field at the wall, making the catch. There goes Juan Soto all the way to third base, so he does tag up there. And now 90 feet away for J.J. Bleday, who is only 1 for 7 in this series here, 0 for 1 tonight. So here we go, has a runner on. Let's see the pitch to Bleday is a fly ball that's deep into left field. Racing back as a left fielder, he can't get there, it's gone! Home run, J.J. Bleday, and he will get the Chicago Blue Sox on top again here in the inning, and that's a beautiful swing. 384, could not get there, just over that wall. So now Chicago takes the 4-3 lead here, and Logan Webb getting the first out of the bottom of the 3rd inning there. Fly ball caught. And we're going to take a look here. This is the National League standings here for the National League Central. Chicago 17-6. Charlotte really right behind them though, 16-8. They're actually a really good start. And again, New Orleans 14-10 to begin the year. St. Louis 13-11. And Little Rock in last place right now with a below 500 record. This is a very interesting division. I really think there are 3 playoff teams in this division, in my opinion. I don't think New Orleans is a playoff team, really. I think realistically they're not a very great team. I don't think they're a playoff team necessarily, but that's a strikeout there for Logan Webb. But they've had a great start to the year. But I think you can definitely see, obviously Chicago here. Charlotte's a really good team. I think that they're gonna, I think that if everything goes their way, they could be a playoff team. And then you have St. Louis, who is also a decent team as well that could be contending for a playoff spot. So there you have a beautiful play by the first baseman there. What a good play by Dominic Smith there. That the first baseman, a diving stop made there to get the out and end the 3rd inning. A beautiful play. And Chicago takes that 4-3 lead into the 4th inning now. So J.D. Davis 0 for 1 with that strikeout he had earlier. Chicago up 6-3 now after getting a couple more runs on the board. And here comes the pitch. J.D. Davis swings and drives one. That ball is long gone. That's a home run. And J.D. Davis making it a little closer, his 3rd home run of the year. And that's something he likes to do. He likes to hit home runs. And he gets his 3rd one there. Drive out to right field. So then a good swing there by Davis. He knew it right away. He's like, oh, what's the matter? I just hit a home run. That's all right. And that was a beautiful swing. So now we have Joey Barton here. And a 6-4 game now here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see if Logan Webb can get out of this. This is definitely his 4th start of the season so far. He does hit a ground ball there to first base. That is taken care of, and that is going to be the end of the 4th inning. But definitely the worst start of the year so far for Logan Webb. Luckily, his Chicago offense is backing him up tonight. So you have Juan Soto again. Here another at-bat, another drive into left field for a double and an RBI to come home and score to make it 7-4 Chicago. Then Juan Soto a couple of doubles tonight. He's just so good. One of the best young superstars in the game now, and he has transformed himself into one of the best hitters in baseball here in this franchise. So we go bottom 5, Logan Webb here trying to finish off this 5th inning. And that's a fly ball, shallow, racing to catch it, and B makes the grab to end the inning. So, Logan Webb, 5 innings tonight. Not a incredible start, probably his worst start of the year. But he probably will get the win because his offense really helping him out, and he does. He does get the win for this game, as the offense really came through for him here tonight for Chicago. And they will win again. So, New Orleans, the Kings, only 2 games above 500 now. Chicago, 18 win. on the year as they continue to have an incredible start to their season. As that's the final score, and 13-5, man, Chicago's offense really pounding New Orleans there in that game. So now we have Francisco Lindor here as we go to the Cougars and Landon, Washington here, and we highlight Cal Quantrill. Not a very high-rated pitcher, only an 82 overall pitcher, but my goodness, what a start to the season for him. A 1.37 ERA in 26 innings there. You get the screenshot of his stats. Cal Quantrill, definitely a huge surprise this season so far for Atlanta, as the Atlanta Crusaders really have started out very hot this season, as they are 16-8, first in the National League East. This is a team that I expected to be a playoff team, but I did not see them being first place right now in their division. I think right now you have, I think you definitely have Montana. The Phantoms are kind of struggling this year. They're just not performing as well. And of course, they're the World Series champions, right? But they are not doing as well as you probably would like them to do this season. They're kind of struggling to start the year. So now Cal Quantrill here, 0-2 pitch to Vladimir Guerrero, I believe, as that is going to be an out. That is going to be the end of the inning. As we now go bottom 2 here, there is Giancarlo Stanton, who swings and misses for a strikeout. A good pitch there, certainly by Cal Quantrill. He got Stanton swinging on that ball, making him look silly. As now one down here, 0-2 pitch is a ground ball, shortstop up with it, over to second for one, and on to first. That's a double play. That ends the inning, and it still remains a 1-0 score here as we go to the end of 2 tonight. And again, great play here, great turn on that double play. So now here we go, bottom 3, 0-2 pitch, and that's a base hit up the middle as he's getting on there. Base hit by Ryan Burke there for Washington, and now a man on here. And 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss as down goes their catcher, Dom Nunez, swinging and missing at that pitch for strike 3. Cal Quantrill, again, he's using, he's not a crazy strikeout pitcher, but the offenses that he's faced just haven't really been able to get much on him, as Lindor grounding over to second base to get the out. A nice play there by the second baseman, jumping in the air, and a nice little freeze frame, as that is the end of the third. 1-0 Atlanta still remains on top here. 2-2, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Cal Quantrill still hasn't given up a run, but there he gives up a base hit, and now 2 men on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So a good start for him here. Now Casino Fajita, the pitcher for Washington here, coming on with 2 men on here and 2 men out. Let's see. Pitch to him is a ground ball. That first baseman couldn't pick the ball up, and it's going to go all the way to the wall out there and score 1 run to tie the game. So the pitcher coming through with a ground ball, and it will be an error on the first baseman. He just could not pick the baseball up there. That was definitely a mistake. Definitely not a good job there by the first baseman, Justin Scott. They just got to get your glove down more. And now let's see if that really comes back to bite him here, as Quantrill gives up a walk. And now you're worried about him. Now they bring out the pitching coach to try and calm him down. Just say, hey, you just got to get out of this 5th inning, man. Come on, just give me 1 more out. As this 5th inning really, they got their first 2 outs, but now it's falling apart here. It's Chu Chung coming up, and he would swing. He would send a ball into center field. That's going to score 1 run. Here comes another run to score, and the throw is offline. And the pitcher scores as well, and now it's a 3-run lead for Washington as the Rebels have taken the advantage here in the bottom of the 5th. So now you have Vladimir Guerrero, who swings, sends a ball flying into center field, and it gets down and drops right in front of the center fielder. Another run is going to score, and now it's a 4-1 ball game here as Guerrero coming through with an RBI single, and that is probably going to be it for Cal Quantrill, and yes, it will be. Here comes the manager, and Matt Quantrill, a good start to the game. 4 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball, but this 5th inning, really everything falling apart on him here in this 5th inning as he gives up a few runs there. So now Cole Stewart coming in here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 away, so just trying to get out of the inning. He has had a good start to this season as he would get out of the inning, and we would go to the top of the 7th here in a 3-4 ball game, and that's a base hit. Here comes a tying run. He in around 3rd, he is going to score, and we are tied at 4 apiece. So the Atlanta offense coming through as Xander Bogaerts getting an RBI base hit here to tie the game. He continues his incredibly hot start to the year as it is now tied at 4. So top of the 7th, still 1 away here in the inning, and now it's Bryce Harper who swings. Ground ball caught by the first baseman, and a little tag on the bag to get the out, and that's a nice double play. A huge double play to get out of the top of the 7th inning. So now 7th inning stretch, tie ball game here, 4-4. So now we go top 8 here, still tied at 4. 2-2 pitch is a cold strike 3 on the corner as Jay Langoliers looking at strike 3. He does not think so, but that is strike 3 and 1 away. So that's another swing, and they try to steal here with the runner, but it doesn't work as he is caught stealing there, trying to go to second base. As that was an impressive throw from behind the plate by the catcher to get the out there. So now 2 away. Ground ball, 3rd base. Throwing it over to second base there to get the out is Guerrero. So now we go middle of the 8th inning. 12 hits by Atlanta, by the way. They've got a lot of hits, but only 4 runs to show for it, and only a tie game so far. So that is a walk. Ball 4 here as Benjamin Jones, the man pitching on the mound right now for the Crusaders. And a walk there for Tu Chung. And now we have Vladdy coming up here. Guerrero 1 for 3 with that RBI single. So here we go. 0-2 pitch here to Vlad. It's a swing. A drive. Left field. That has a chance. At the wall. He leaps. He can't get it. It's gone. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. with a home run. A monster shot, and it's 6-4 as Washington taking the lead here in the late innings. And celebration time for Washington as Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming through with a huge home run and a clutch hit there for Washington. My goodness. Just over the glove of the left fielder, trying to catch it, and that is going to force a double switch here for Atlanta. As bringing in Daniel Davis, who has been excellent so far through 16. So just over 16 innings, only giving up a 1.10 ERA. But now we go to the top of the 9th inning, a 3-0 count, and that's ball 4. So Brett Martin here, their closer for Atlanta. Not for Atlanta, for Washington here, trying to, you gotta keep it up, you gotta keep the game up here, but he does give up that walk here to begin, and now a 2-0 pitch is inside for ball 4, so man, you don't want to keep walking him. You got Xander Bogaerts, maybe the most dangerous hitter in baseball right now, backing him up. You really gotta throw some strikes here. As here we go with a 3-0 pitch, and he can't get the zone, it's low. Just below the knees for ball 4, and another walk. here for the pitcher, and man, Brent Martin struggling here so far, and now you have Xander Bogaerts, who man, he pops it up, and they call it infield fly rule. That's a little bit controversial, but you know, the third baseman does get there and make the catch. So now Bryce Harper, the last chance here for Atlanta in this one. Ground ball, second baseman has it over to first in time to get the out, and that is going to be the end of the game. So Brent Martin, despite the 2 walks, does get the save here in this one, and that will do it as Atlanta drops this game. They fall here, and Washington wins this one tonight. As Washington in the midst of a rebuild, in my opinion here, you know, they're not going to be a great team. They're not going to be really fighting. They did win the World Series a few years ago, but they are definitely a building squad here. But, you know, a rare loss here so far for Atlanta. I think Atlanta's lineup is so dangerous right now, but they fall in this game 4-6 with, again, that home run by Vladdy, the big piece to this victory for Washington. So now we got one more game here. Salt Lake City, look at their record, 21-10 to start the year here. And for the Diablos, not a great start to the season here for them. Only a 13-17 start. Now this is a team that I would be considering would be kind of competing for maybe the division. But they really haven't had a great start to the season so far. So let's see if they can pick it up. But, I mean, you want to pick a surprise team of the year so far, you got to pick the Bees, because this team has been surprising everyone. I did not expect St. Louis or Salt Lake at all to do much of anything this season. As Mexico City, again, 13-17, kind of a rough start to the year. They're 4th right now in the AL West in their division. As we're going to take a look at how Salt Lake has been just so good this year. Ronald Tapia, he has been hot. He has been starting the season hot. He has been getting on base a lot for Salt Lake as he gets a base hit there. Now, Ronald Acuna has been excellent to start the year. 299 average, 10 home runs, I believe it showed there. He has definitely been this team's best hitter, and that makes sense, right? He's one of the best hitters in baseball, but I mean, Acuna has been just excellent so far to start the year. And he sends a ball deep into the outfield, and that is off the wall. It's gone, a home run. And it is gone, Acuna with his 11th homer of the year. And man, Acuna, a very down season last year, was not very good last season, but man, he has been hot to start this year. Great season so far for Acuna. And now we get Riley Green, the rookie here, swinging and missing at a pitch outside the strike zone for a K. And Ronald Acuna Jr., again, the 2-run home run here in the middle of the first inning to get the Bees an early 2-0 advantage here in this one. As we go to the bottom of the first, and Max Fried starting for Salt Lake, and that's, you know, Max Fried has definitely been, you know, exceeding a lot of expectations. 3.06 ERA. He's actually had a very good start to the year in 6 starts, which is very surprising because he is the kind of guy that has just never been good in this franchise. So this start to the season for him is very surprising. I do not expect it to continue, honestly. I don't think that Max Fried is going to be pitching at this level for the entire season, and I do not expect Salt Lake to do this for the entire year. I mean, they're first right now in the AL Central. Definitely do not see them continuing this pace. I don't think they're a very good team, honestly. I don't think they're a playoff team even. As that's a base hit, though, in the outfield by Dansby Swanson here. And now you get Mike Trout with 7 home runs, 22 ribbies, and a 2.88 average this year. Of course, Mike Trout is going to have a great start to the season. He's honestly one of the best players in baseball. Won the MVP last year, so not really expecting anything different here. But Dansby Swanson getting picked off at first base there as he was ranging too far off the bag. And Max Fried getting the pickoff move there. Great job as Dansby Swanson kind of hesitated going back to first. He can't do that now. So now Mike Trout doesn't have anybody on base. And he would swing and send a ball very deep. Left center field, way out of here. Mike Trout with his 8th homer of the year. And man, that pickoff of Dansby Swanson coming back to kind of bite Diablos here, because Mike Trout, that would have been a 2-run homer and that would have tied the game, but instead it's just a solo shot, as now Diablos are down 1-2, and a beautiful swing by Mike Trout, and he knew it, dropping that bat down. My goodness, that ball was absolutely crushed, 440 feet. So yeah, Mike Trout pretty dang good here to start the year. And now David Peralta here, still the first inning, by the way. And he gets hit with that pitch there. And he would have to go on to first base, getting hit kind of in a pretty difficult spot, as he would go to first base here. David Peralta, 38 years old. He's had a good start to the year. Now, Sherman Apostle has been so disappointing for me, honestly, this season, as he's only batting 178. And he would ground out. That would finally end the inning there, as Max Fried, 17 pitch first inning to just get out of that frame, as again, another look at that home run by Trouty just over that fence. My goodness, what a shot. So now John Means here continuing to pitch, as he would get a ground ball, first baseman over to second for 1 and on to first for the out, and a double play there to get 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Now Raimel Tapia up again here with 2 away, swinging and missing late on that four-seamer, as he would get a strikeout there. And now middle of the second inning, and a good bounce-back inning for John Means here. As we would go down to the bottom of the second inning, 2-1, Trevor Story up, 0-1 pitch to him, swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout for Max Fried. So he does come back with a good second inning here to keep the game at 2-1. And a really good pitch there by Fried, and Trevor Story just could not do anything with that. So now top of the third inning here, a man on for Acuna, who again hit that home run his first time up, of course. The 1-1 pitch to him was a ground ball. First baseman up with it, throwing it over to second base, and it's another double play to end the inning for John Means. A couple of those already tonight. And now 2-3-4 up here for the Diablos in the middle of the third. So here's Dansby Swanson up. 1-0 pitch to him is a liner. That is going to fall and going over to the wall. That might be extra bases, and it will be, as Dansby Swanson into second base with a double. So the 5th double for him this year. And now here is Mike Trout, who hit that home run back in the first inning. Here with a man in scoring position in the bottom of the third. And let's see what he will do here as he steps up to the plate. Demands so much respect out of these pitchers for sure. Now 2-1 pitch, and it's another swing, another drive. He hits this one well. That has a chance, and that one is gone as well. Oh man. Mike Trout with a couple of homers tonight. 2 home runs and 2 at-bats. His 9th of the year, and now Diablos have taken the lead here. 3-2. My goodness, that one not as a no-doubter as the first one was, just getting out of over the wall. But my goodness, how about Mike Trout tonight? A couple of dingers so far. And now later, that was Daniel Vogelbach, I believe, who hit that double, or a base hit, I guess, but the runner would go to third. And now a little visit here with Max Fried, who, not a great start for him this series so far. One of his worst starts of the year so far, and he just needs to calm down tonight as David Peralta swings and misses there, and a nice pitch for a strikeout there. Only the 2nd strikeout of the game for Max Fried, and that's a big strikeout. Needed that for sure. And now Sherman Apostle up. 1-1 pitch to him is a fly ball. That should score the run. That's pretty deep in the center field. This place has a very deep outfield, and that will score the run to make it a 4-2 lead for the Diablos here in the third inning. So a good job there by Sherman Apostle as Travis Waggerty up, and he would strike out to end the bottom of the third, as that would end the inning. And they're going to show Mike Trout here getting that 2-run home run. Diablos scored 3 runs total in the bottom of the third inning, and we're done with 3 here tonight. Diablos are up in this one 4-2. So here we go, bottom of the fourth. Riley Green swinging and missing, striking out John Means getting his third strikeout of the ball game. And here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Austin Allen, their catcher. He also swings and misses at that pitch from Means. That was a great pitch, and that is the end of the fourth. 4-2, Diablo is still on top as John Means having a pretty good start here tonight so far. So we get Story here, an 0-2 pitch to him, and it's another strikeout. Yeah, that is a strike 3 called down at the knees, and Max Fried getting his 4th K. He's got a short leash now here in this bowl game, though, so you take a look at that pitch, just clipping the downward part of the zone. And now here is their most dangerous hitter, of course. We got Mike Trout here, 2 for 2, with a couple of home runs already tonight in this game. So let's see what happens here in his third at-bat in this one. As they're going to try and steal here in the throw, and that's going to be out. So Trout doesn't actually get to have an at-bat there, as Dansby Swanson picks off earlier in the game and then thrown out trying to steal second there. So that is the end of the fourth. And not very good base running here so far, as Mike Trout didn't do anything in his at-bat to begin this 5th inning. As we go, here we are in the bottom of the 5th, and that's a walk for Jorge Soler, who has been incredibly hot to start the year, as he would get on here, 2 men on, and nobody out, and that would be it for Max Fried. They're going to take him out of the game. Not a very good start today for Max Fried. Really struggled, only didn't get through, didn't even pitch into the 5th. Only 4 innings, 5 runs. He is responsible for both runners on base right now, as they bring in Matt Key from the bullpen, and a decent start to the year for Matt Key so far. He's not a very good bullpen. This bullpen is very, very bad for Salt Lake. It's been a good bullpen actually to start this season, but the ratings rise. This bullpen is not very good. As that's ball 4 to Daniel Vogelbach here, and now the bases are loaded for David Peralta, who was over 1, got a hit by the pitch earlier in the game, and he would send a ball. That's going to drop, and that's going to fall for a base hit, and that's going to score another run. So now Mexico City up 5-2 here in this one now, as that's an RBI base hit. So now we have Sherman Apostle, another fly ball center field. He had a sacrifice fly earlier in the game, but then he has that one, basically the exact same spot, the exact same hit, but he would get another ribby there, and now it's a 6-2 lead. The Diablos widening the gap here in this one. So base is still loaded, and there's another base hit. That's another run to score, and it's now 7-2. The Diablos have blown the game open here pretty much in the 5th inning with a few runs off of Matt Key, as a 7-2 lead now for Mexico City. And now you have Trevor Story, who does strike out there on that curveball, and that was a much-needed strikeout and a much-needed out for Key. You cannot let Mike Trout hit here with the bases loaded, but he will not, because he gets a strikeout on Swanson. And the end of the inning, but man, Mexico City really tacking on some runs there. They get 3 runs in that 5th, so now they're up 7-2. And that's a strike 3 called on Machado there at the high part of the strike zone for the 5th strikeout for John Means tonight. And now he's got a cushion. Now he's got a great chance to get the win in this game, as Machado looking at that pitch, and he doesn't really like it, but that is strike 3. Now 0-1 pitch is a ground ball, and this is going to be another double play. Yes, it will be the 3rd double play turned in this game, with John Means on the mound here tonight. And Trevor Story looking at that, he kind of wiped out for sure, getting that double play done. Look at the effort from Trevor Story there to get the double play. So now Taylor Rogers coming in the game. He has not been very good to start this season. 13 innings and really a 9 ERA. Not been a great start to the season for him, as he gives up a walk here to start the inning. Taylor Rogers, though, one of those relievers that is pretty dependable. I would think he would, turn it around for sure this season, but we'll have to see. So now top of the 7th, swing and a miss, and a strikeout there of their catcher, and that was a nice pitch. Austin Allen could not catch up to that pitch for the out. So now top of the 7th here, 2 men on base, ground ball, but right back to Rogers, who throws it on to first to end the inning, and he keeps the game right there at 2-7. So as we go middle of the 7th inning here, Diablos look to have this game pretty well in hand. Bottom of the 7th inning here, Gabriel Morano up, and he would get a base hit, and that's going to score another run, it looks like, as they're going to send the runner home. And yes, he's safe. The catcher could not get there, but then, oh, the catcher trying to go to second base, and he actually gets thrown out. That was kind of a weird play there, but regardless, the Diablos do score another run, as that was a very close play at the home plate. But now it's an 8-2 game here in this one, and yeah, this game pretty much over at this point, as that strike 3 called. And Johnny Diaz really didn't think that was a strike, as he drops his bat and starts to run to first base. And that one might have been a little high, honestly. I gotta admit, as yeah, he really didn't like that call. But now 2 away here in the 8th, and a little tiny flare pop up in the infield to end the inning. And well, this game about over here as Salt Lake gonna probably fall to, again, on 10 games below 500. And as this episode ends, gonna remind you guys there, Diablos do win this one, 14-17 on the year, and maybe they get to spark something. The Bees fall to 21-11 on the season, but we will have the month recap here next episode. So next episode, recapping the first month of the season, I'll go over stats and records and everything. As we thank you guys for watching. Lucas from Mars signing off.